Well, hi everybody. How's everybody doing tonight? Hope you're doing fine. It's full moon in Pisces tonight. Um, should be an interesting month. Pisces got some murky waters. Some murky waters. It's like a big, vast unknown. Um, so we probably all need to put our seatbelts on here. It's going to be one of those months. And also, we all need just to take a deep breath. And if any of you out there chant, do some chanting. Man, that helps so much. And just also contact loved ones. People on the phone and stuff. I know we're all doing more communications than we did before, the COVID, but just get in touch with everybody, and touch base. And every time you talk to somebody you love, it kind of heals you up a little bit. So do that. Remember that this is not a time to be in a hurry. It's a time to take a deep breath. We can't change anything. What will be, and it's going to be glorious, and it's going to be a wonderful experience in the long run. So anyway, I love you all, and thank you for watching, and thank you for everything, and thank you for the donations. Noticed a couple of people donated this week, and that's wonderful, and that's I'm very thankful for that, and I'm thankful for you helping me out. Thank you so much. I'm gonna read on this month, and to do that, I need to read on what's going on. We'll have to do Trump. Oh, wow. It's not goody-goody. I'll be glad when we're just talking about normal things again. I'm just hoping people are smart enough to know that he's really jumped his skis. Taking up for that guy that shot those poor people. And the guy's young enough, it's a shame, period. Shame for him too, but it's still, he's not no hero. It's a misguided youth by who knows. Probably partly from where everybody else that's messing up's misguided from, straight down from the top. So, I'm sorry I didn't start this ahead of time. It just seems to work better for energy if I wait till I sit down for shuffling of these cards. Anyway, we're going to use these to read on Trump, and then I'm going to do one more reading. So, I did find a place to, when I'm editing my the videos I put up on the editing deal, where you can turn the sound up a little bit. I didn't know that was on there. I don't know if it had been turned down from before or what, but I'm gonna make sure it's up all the way every time I edit those now. I remember how I did it. It was late at night when I did it. So let's see what's going on with in the White House. That's how we'll put it. What's going on in the White House? Wow. Trump's not feeling good. I don't usually equate this to health, but he better slow down or he's going to burst a vessel. Burst a vessel or something. His outlook on life and his energy is messing with his health big time. And his health isn't that good anyway. And it all comes back to, how am I going to keep this money? If I don't manage to pull this off and steal this election, how am I going to keep this money? Maybe that'll do that. They're offering to pay people off or something this month. They're it's really weird. It's like money and health. Well, you know, since he's always put so much on money, maybe it's just tied in with his health. Maybe that's why that card's coming out there. But it looks like a mercenary. It almost looks like should be like going to the hospital and getting something checked out, but he don't want to go because he'd almost rather die than let anybody know that anything's wrong with him. But I really feel like he's not healthy. We're going to pull these down a little bit so they don't glare. And got the Knight of Wands here. For years and years, I always thought of him as the good knight. And I think this is something to do with all, you know, this goes on all the time, but there's other information coming out now that was kind of put on hold 2 or 3 years ago. I didn't have time to listen to the news tonight because I got a phone call from my daughter when I just now got off the phone with her. And so, but it looks like there's news coming out that's going to help people that want what's right, people who want to help other people, people who aren't walking around with a chip on their shoulder or something. There's news coming out that most people that's watching this channel would really be interested in this month. And of course, it's money news. Nothing to do with, can't read on Trump without the money cards coming out. It's about money that was put back, money that was stuck places that wasn't supposed to be stuck. That's in the sky. It's about hidden money. Payoffs and hidden money. I don't know if it's for health reasons or what, but there's an offer being made here. I don't know if it's, since it's to do with the White House, and this is usually a pretty legitimate offer with this page. Is it somebody offering him gifts? And if so, what for? I'll come back and do a clarifier on that. Man, he is in a bad spot. Got the 5 of Cups here in the 7th house. Wow. And that's right next to the Death card, which I dealt out to start with. He's not in a good place. He's not feeling good, and I don't know if it's mentally or I feel like it's both. I feel like it's mental and physical. There's just something not right there. Well, we got the women celebrating here. Every time I see this card, I think of it as Democratic women out celebrating in the streets. To me, this, ever since I started reading on politics, it's always been like things happening for the Democrats. Maybe he's got some women right around him in the White House that's going to actually be celebrating, because it's right over the top of the 5 of Cups, so it wouldn't be because something good was happening to him. It'd be because, I don't know. Maybe he's got more enemies close by him than we realize. Yeah, he's upside down with himself. Every time I've read for Trump the last 2 or 3 weeks, he's always, the devil's always in there. It's always coming up for him. He's afraid that people, I can't say it's really going to know him for who he is, because this is upside down. It's that he thinks what's going to endear him to the people are exactly what's not going to endear him to the people. It's just the opposite. He's really gone off the deep end here. I know he's trying to pursue this Nixon law and order bullshit, but I just don't think it's working. And I don't think it's going to work. I don't know what's, nobody really knows what's going to happen this month, but by the end of this month, we're going to be feeling more secure. And we're going to be celebrating something. I have this feeling, this is from me, at some of the worry and pressure we've been feeling, because it seems like every illegitimate thing that could be done has been pulled out of there. But for some reason, we're going to feel calmer about it by the end of this month. I thought it would be worse between here and the election. It would just keep hyping. But it looks like people are celebrating already. It also looks like Trump's very sick. Remember, this is just for fun and entertainment. But it looks like he's sick in the mind, body, and soul here. We got the devil upside down, the Death card, and the 5 of Cups. All pulled in here together. He's still going to be running around, if he's healthy enough, by the end of this month to try to get people to change their minds by throwing shit up against the wall. So it looks like he's still going to be there for that. But I just don't think he's going to be filling up to anything. Up to anything. I think they're trying to get him to change his diet and change his drugs. I really feel by the end of this month that we're going to actually be feeling a little bit better and a little bit more secure about what's going on. I don't know if the polls really change or what happens, but something's going on here. It's a big change. I mean, it's not like it's going to change the bull crap, but maybe it's just more truth coming out. Anyway, I'm going to get off of this subject, and so that's what I feel like Trump's month's got going. I will say one thing. If I was reading for somebody in my family and these three cards come up together, I'd be terrified. So there's some kind of danger around him, and I feel like it's a health danger. So, and I'm not a nice enough person because I'm not going to get terrified about it. Oh, Lord. Won't you buy me a Mercedes-Benz? Let's see. I went all these months and never read on Pence, and I'm going to read on Pence again because that reading's got me wondering what's going on with Pence this. You know, if those stories was right, that on that one book, they already had called Pence in and they took him to the hospital once because they thought they might have to sedate him because he was having mini strokes or something, which is I'm the same age, I'm older than Donald Trump is, but mini strokes are very, almost normal, I guess, among older people. I mean, it's not good for you. No stroke is good for you, but it's not unusual for a person who's almost 80 to have some mini strokes. That's why sometimes you'll be talking to them in the morning or at night, and they'll be sharp as a tool in the shed, and then 3 or 4 hours later, they're not that sharp. Anyway, that's what I've been told by people that know more than I do about this. But oh, I'm so glad you guys got to see me do that. So I'm going to do Mike Pence real quick here and see what comes up with that booger bear. I'll just call him a booger bear, which is actually a pretty nice thing to call him. About the nicest thing I ever called him. Good for me. I'm coming into spirit. I'm getting better. Told myself I was going to be easier on the names and stuff tonight. So, okay, what's up with you? What's up with you? We're going to peek in that closet and see what's up with you. Little booger bear. Because if something really affects the president, it's going to affect you too. So let's see what you're going to be doing this month, Mr. Pence. Wow. Well, we know this isn't the angel of truth. We got the Ace of Cups. Some kind of truth coming forward. Wow. I just don't know what this could be. This is usually the Russia card. It's like truth coming forward on Russia. They could put somebody in jail. somebody didn't dot all their I's and cross all their T's when he should have. Really upset and not sleeping. I think they just know they're losing. Here's Biden's card. Looking back at all the plans and money and things they've got set up, ways to cheat on this election. Well, the devil's still around him. Still giving him information, still giving him instructions. So is this the death of the presidency, or is this something close to him? Here we are with another death. That's his hopes and fears. He's hoping for it and fearing for it. So is this the presidency or the president? That would definitely influence Pence. Oh my goodness. For years and years when I was reading cards, this was my winner's card. Well, I didn't see Trump stepping away, but it looks like Pence is coming up to a higher level. Something to do with the death, something to do with new beginnings that are started the wrong ways, out of misfortune. He's laying awake night worrying about it. It's not going to be good for the election. And even though he might have to go in charge for a while, he's still not being able to make up any of the rules. He's still being surrounded by people that are chained to the devil that are giving him instructions. So, what do you think, people? I don't know. That's pretty far-fetched out there. I should have thought of somebody else to read on tonight, but I'm really anxious for Michael Cohen's book to come out. I can't wait for it to come out. When Trump's out of there, some people may think it's boring. I won't think it's boring. I'll tell you right now, I'll think it's wonderful to go back to normal. I was excited about politics for 25 years before Trump's fricked him up. So, it's not that I won't like politics. I'll probably love it if it's more on an even kill. Although my outlook on politics will never be the same. I always used to think the Democrats were heroes, and I don't anymore. But there's going to be heroes this election. Vote blue no matter who. Vote if you have to crawl through glass to get there. Any way you can get your vote counted ahead of time. I was thinking about going down and dropping mine off at a drop-off box. I think in California that's the only way you can vote early. I don't think you can go and actually vote anywhere early till the day to vote. So that's probably the best way to do it, is to fill it out and put it in a drop-off box. I'm already putting fillers out where I can drive anybody to drop-off boxes that wants to do their mail-in ballot at a drop-off box. I'll be glad to take it for them. So I need to put that out even around here where I live. I'm going to do a real quick one on that Brody. I didn't even hear what was going on, but they brought him back in. They're getting ready to indict him for campaign fraud, I think. So I think his name's William Brody. So I'm going to do a real quick reading, pull some cards on him and see what he's doing. What's going on with him? Is he in trouble? Sounds like he's in trouble. Just a little bit of news I heard. I didn't even get to hear what was really going on. So let's see. William Brody. I think it's William Brody. Yeah, it is. May not be William, but his last name's Brody. That much I remember. He was the one that knocked up that other porn star or whatever that they paid, that Michael Cohen paid off. But he also was in trouble for campaign funds, something to do with them. So what's up with you, Mr. Brody? Well, maybe got the cards upside down, unless they're all upside mixed up. Okay, he's got the 3 of Wands here. He was just playing around. Somebody took him serious. He thought he'd gotten out of that. The information coming out on him, even about the campaign funds and stuff, is something to do with a woman. And it could be, I think it's Letitia James or whatever. I think that's the ones that are putting this paperwork out on him. Like I said, I didn't have time to watch it. And this is like the foundation. It's like delayed justice. We got Sybil of Wands here. Delayed justice. Ooh. And it's coming through quick. Whatever they're doing for him, this is going to come quick. This isn't just going to be played around with in the courts. And he's in a real world of shit, with the world of poop at the present time. That he thought he had gotten away with. That was the base card here, the signifier. There's all kinds of stuff coming out on him. When this stuff starts out, it's just going to keep going and going and going. He's involved really deep with some stuff. We got the 10 of Swords here. It's not going to be good for him. He's not going to have a good month or whatever. We wouldn't say this was just for this month on him, but he's got some bad karma coming his way. And I said karma and picked up the Wheel of Fortune. He's definitely changing. Total change for him. Man, it's not, none of these cards are good. The Knight of Swords, Seeker of Swords. He's worried that somebody's gonna testify against him. That's what's gonna do this, and he's worried about it. And he's definitely going away, probably to jail. I have a feeling he's going to jail. They can't just save everybody. Yeah. Yeah. Quickly. There's a bunch of stuff coming out quickly. He's not... None of these cards are good. None of them are good. So he is going, and he's going quickly. So that's that Brody guy. And for some reason I thought his first name was William. We'll see. But that's what's going on with him. And I think he's still with his wife. I think she stayed by him, even though he got this other lady pregnant and Michael Cohen paid him off. Probably a lot of this stuff is coming back after him because Cohen's book's coming out too. That might have a little bit to do with it, but that has nothing to do with these indictments that are either coming against him. Like I said, I didn't hear the news. I just heard part of it. I should have listened to more of it before I started reading. But that's what's going on with him, and I imagine this has been long enough where we're going to have to take a while to put it up. And I hope it was interesting, and I hope everybody's doing great out there. And I can't wait to to get this going up so I can go for a walk and get out there and look at that moon. My daughter was out looking later, and she said it was big and beautiful. I should have went out and watched it when it first came up. So anyway, I love you all, and I hope you're having a good night. And remember to turn the TV off, turn the news off, and get away from this. There's no reason to stay right in the middle of it. But it's sure a lot to try to keep up with. I will say that. And if anybody wants a personal reading, it's lynntarotreadings@gmail.com. lynntarotreadings@gmail.com. Just give me a call, give me an email, and I'll get back with you with the information. We'll set something up, and that can be done quickly. It's not like weeks or months ahead, just a few days. And I just want to thank you all for watching. And don't forget to push the subscribe button if you haven't subscribed already. That would be really nice. I'm trying to build up some subscribers, so thank you all so much. Bye-bye now.